Good morning and welcome back to my channel. This morning I received the beautiful confirmation that when we give unconditionally and when we are giving from a pure heart with no selfish desires, with no expectations, and we are giving truly without expectations, we always receive. And that could be in many forms. That could just mean energetically, that just could mean our hearts feel full and we feel so much gratitude to be able to hold that space and give to someone else unconditionally. But the more we give, the more that we receive. And of course we don't do this to receive, because then it's not unconditionally and it has expectations if we are giving with the desire or even the slightest intention or desire to receive something from it. But when we give purely, unconditionally, with no expectations, we always receive in some sort of capacity, in some sort of form. And the guidance I've been getting and the shift that has been happening in me, that has been a slow shifting over the last 2 years or so, but especially in the last year, it's been like more and more and more. My consciousness is shifting, my being is shifting to this knowing that is awakening within me, that we do not need to effort to be supported and guided financially or in any other way, that we do not need to effort. We are always guided and we are always supported. And the keys are gratitude, to always be grateful for what is showing up in our lives, because it is all a gift, every part of it, even the lessons that seem hard, even the moments that come with turmoil or whatever it is all a gift. It is all a gift. It is all coming into our awareness to teach us something, to activate something within us, to show us something within ourselves, to give us wisdom, to give us insight into the places within us that we need to look at. So we are always being guided, we are always being supported. And when we effort, we are efforting out of lack. When you think of money and you are doing things to make money that aren't aligned, you are efforting out of the fear that you will not have enough, that you will not be supported, which is an illusion. It is not the truth. So you are creating resistance in the field and you are not in a place of trust. And what I've been guided to from within, especially very strongly lately, is to surrender and to trust, to stop efforting, because I was putting a lot of external effort out because there was still these discomforts of sitting with when I didn't have anything, to sit in that place with it and just trust, to sit in the unknowing of, if I spend my last dollar, or if I spend my last dollar and if I don't hold on to it and I'm not careful with it, will it come back? Will something else come in to replace it? Will I be supported? Will I be supported? And I found myself efforting in trying, which is efforting, to bring in funds that were not in alignment with my soul, with my mission, with what I knew I was here to do. And my mind was telling me, you should keep doing this part-time thing. You should get a job. You should do these things. But my heart and my soul is saying, no. How much do you trust? How much do you trust? And the key here is to trust and to be in service. When we are giving and we are in service, we are always going to be supported. the support will always show up. We will never be left high and dry. And that I just got the most beautiful confirmation this morning from a friend. I was just, I supported him through a process unconditionally, just as a friend, a few days ago. And then this morning I was contemplating, should I do this side gig that is out of alignment to make some funds so I can whatever, do this, do that. And it was a thought out of lack, that I was almost going into lack a little bit. And then I was like, no, I can't. Like, it's not really in alignment. And then right away I got a message from my friend asking if he could send me a gift, a small financial gift, for the time I spent with him and the support I gave him. And when I gave, there was no expectation. I just gave from my heart because I wanted to. It was unconditionally, out of love, out of service. And when we are doing this, we are always supported and guided. And we always have the opportunity right in front of us to be in service. We are always in service if we can see it and we choose to be. In every field that I am put in, I trust and I know that I am there to be in service. We are always to be in service. When we are in service to others, we are in service to the greater good of all. We are in service to ourselves, to God, to everything, because we are all one. We are all connected. So when I give to you, you are an extension of God. I am an extension of God. So when I give to you, I am giving to me. When I give to you, I am giving to God. When I am in service to you, I am in service to God. I am service to the greater good of all, because we are all one. We are all, so to speak, arms and legs of the same body. So when you give, you automatically receive. Always, always, always. That is the rule. And when you stay in giving, you're keeping that flow going. When you give, you receive. When you give, you receive. When you give, you receive. And it's this constant cycle of giving and receiving, of giving and receiving. But when we hold on because we are afraid that nothing else will come, we are stopping that flow of giving and receiving. But when we give freely, open-heartedly, without expectations and without fear and grasping, in fear of like that nothing else is that more will not come in, we are creating a block. We are creating a dam in the river. Abundance flows like a river. It needs to flow through us. So we cannot hold tightly to it. We let it flow through us. We are just the vessel that it flows through. So even if you don't have savings and you're just giving and receiving and giving and receiving, you don't need to hold on to all of these things and worry about saving and everything, because you're always supported. And yeah, I just received the most beautiful confirmation about that, because I've been back and forth about this, about doing this side gig of driving, and it's not in alignment, but my mind has been trying to tell me to do it, to get ahead or to move faster or to effort, because I haven't, there's moments where my mind is not trusting my heart. There's moments where my mind speaks louder than my heart, and then I have to sink back into my heart, into my knowing that I am always guided. I'm always exactly where I need to be. And if I am here right now, this is exactly where I need to be, and I am in service being here, then I get to open my eyes and ask myself, how may I be in service? And do that every day. How may I be in service today? Because wherever you are, in any given moment in time, that is our mission. That is what we are here for, is to be in service. And when we shift from I to we, that's when things shift. That's when things change within us. When we start to see that we are all one, that we are all connected, and we allow the illusion of separation to fade from our eyes, the lack fades from our eyes, because that is an illusion, because there is enough for everyone. There is an abundance of everything. And as long as we are feeding the illusions that there's not enough, that's what we are going to create in our reality. We have to be willing to let go of the illusions and see the truth. Let go of the illusions and see that we are all one. That it's just all energy flowing between us. We are all connected. Like, yeah, we are just all aspects of the same thing. We are all aspects and extensions of God experiencing itself through life. And this is what we are returning to. This is the consciousness that we are returning to, that there won't be so much work anymore. We won't be doing things because we have to pay our bills. Everybody will just be in divine service. And when we are in service and devotion to each other, everything else will be taken care of, because we have no selfish needs, and we have no thoughts and beliefs of lack and these fear-based and all of the belief systems and programming that are built from illusion, that are built from lies. When all of that fades from our minds, when all of that fades from our eyes, and we are in pure devotion to each other, pure devotion to God, to Source, to Creator, to the earth, everything will be given to us. When we are pure-hearted and we are in true service, everything will be given. Everything and more will be given. So I just wanted to share that beautiful confirmation I got this morning, because it was so perfect. And I just woke up with the biggest smile on my face, because I woke up to this thought of like wanting to create resistance in my field by doing something that wasn't quite aligned, to create more momentum or whatever, and that I got the beautiful confirmation. And this is your confirmation that you don't need to effort, that efforting is creating resistance in the field. Like, if you can feel the energy and tune into that within you when you're thinking about doing something, does it feel like efforting? What does it feel like in your body? Does it feel like creating resistance in the energy, or does it feel like flow? Does it feel like you're floating with the river downstream, or you're floating against it? You're swimming against it. Are you thrashing around as you're flowing with the river, or are you taking a deep breath and closing your eyes and opening your arms and enjoying the surrendering and the receiving of being carried weightlessly with ease, and soaking in the sun and just feeling the joy and the beauty of just being? Those are the things to tune into when you are making decisions, is to feel that. Are you flowing? Are you thrashing around? Or are you swimming upstream and creating resistance? It's when we fully surrender and let go and enjoy the process that magic begins to happen. I'm looking at a rabbit right now. A rabbit caught my eye that's down in the forest, and rabbits represent abundance. So I feel like that's just another beautiful reminder. I don't think you'd be able to see him because he's like way down there somewhere. Anyways, much love. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day filled with abundance and magic, little miracles that remind you that we're all connected, that remind you of your true nature. Peace and love, fam.